So welcome to so welcome to 2026. And this morning did not go as I thought it was going to go. My husband left for work and he told me he was in such a rush that he didn't get to take our dog out to the restroom. So we have a dog that we got for our wedding. That's another story for another day. So just like we're 3 years into our marriage, our dog is 3 years old. Our dog is a Connie Corso. His name is Star Lord Osiris Hooper. Yes, you heard me. But that's another story for another day. Um, yeah, so this morning I actually woke up, and whereas I was just going to make a cup of tea and start on these videos, let my dog out of his pen from last night, I realized that he really did. He was scared shitless. The gunshots, why people even do this? The firecrackers, they scared him. And I told my husband that he needed to go check on him last night, but he was asleep, like dead ass asleep. But yeah, okay. So I'm sure you're wondering, who is this? What is she even doing? Um, Hi, I'm Marla, and this is day one of 100 days of purposeful consistency here on the not TikTok, the YouTube. Um, I decided to do this because a friend girl, Glow, she posted this on her Facebook. And I was like, okay, well, I've been meaning to do some things, but it's like, oh, it's not the perfect lighting. And oh, I don't have the perfect background, as you all can see. And usually I do. But um at this point in time in my life, yeah, nothing is perfect. And no time in your life that things are perfect. But right now, really, nothing is perfect. My husband and I moved back to our home state and city to really parent our parents. And this is January 1. Tomorrow will be the 1 year anniversary of my father in law's passing. Yeah. So we moved back here September 2024. And we moved back to help father our parent our fathers. Um, and my father-in-law died January 2nd of 2025. My father has been diagnosed with dementia. And if you know, you know. And then sometime in the summer, while I was giving some lessons, my mother had um, an acute frontal lobe stroke at the pool. So, am I worried about my background? Absolutely not. Will it come with time? It probably will. It probably won't. I actually, if you see me looking over here, I kind of made like some notes and scripts, and I'm totally going off script right now, sort of, kind of. But what I want to do is, since you all know now the background of who I am and what it is I'm doing, I want to say that this series for me is like, it's about, it's not about being perfect. I'm not giving you any productivity hacks. I'm not doing any of that. I'm not trying to prove myself to anyone or anybody. I'm just trying to show up consistently. That's it. And as you can see right now, I washed my face. I didn't even put any cream on my face. And if my mother was in here, she would be going off. And like, honestly, this ain't about nobody but me. Really. Um, it's about proving that I can even do this. Uh, like, I'm trying to do some new alignment to like show up with intention and like doing work that lasts. So, they talk about making habits of things. This is what I'm trying to do. So, if you're here and if you see my channel, you see that I'm an educator. So, whether you're an educator, a leader, a creative, or somebody that's simply just, trying to find your footing again, welcome, because you're exactly where it is that you need to be. And I'm glad that you're here with me. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some breath work. Why? Because I need some breath work. I'm all about grounding and doing breath work. And so let's do a little bit of that right now. Yes, I keep closing my eyes because it's a lot that's happening and I'm just trying to refocus. So, wherever you're listening or watching from, let's take a quick pause. And we're going to relax our shoulders and unclench our jaws. And whenever I'm listening to my calm, um, whew, my calm app at night, because I do every night to help me go to sleep because my husband is he's a snorer like none other and he has a CPAP machine. But if you have a significant other that has a CPAP machine that doesn't wear it, duh, duh. So I use the Calm app to help me. And it talks about unclenching your jaws. And the first time I said that, I was like, oh, my jaws really are clenched. Marla, relax. Okay, so we're going to unclench our jaws and drop our shoulders and take one breath through our nose and release it through our mouth. Yeah, I'm already feeling better. Let's do it again. In through your nose, out through your mouth. We're not going to rush it. Let's do it again. Oh, it feels good. Deep breath in through your nose and out. Okay, I feel good. I hope you do too. Even like my sound sounds better, doesn't it? Yeah. So let me preface this by saying I'm not going to do any editing. Whatever this, I might blur out the background. So if you see the black background is blurred out, yeah. But I'm not going to edit this, and I don't think I'm going to edit any of the ones I do. I think it's gonna just be a one take, and that's it because I'm talking about showing up authentically. So that's what I'm going to do. Unless I'm like blundering or something, or I have to go and do something, it's just going to be a one take and I'm just going to publish it. So I know that doing things like this can be kind of trendy, and I'm not trying to jump on a trend. um I'm just trying to learn who I am as a person who does something that they don't typically do in a consistent manner. I don't like the sound of my voice when I hear myself recorded. Um, and so most likely I'm not going to watch these videos of me doing these. I'm just going to put them up there. Um, for me, this is a time of deep reflection, just being able to reflect on the things that are happening. So I'm going to talk about things that have happened along my life, what I've done within the education realm, all of those things. Um, over the past, like, it doesn't matter. Just throughout my life, I've learned, like, sometimes, like, even the hard way, that urgency is not what's needed. Especially right now, being one of the caretakers of my father and helping my mom with her cognition. Um, like, we live in systems where we are rewarded for overgiving. We are rewarded for silent exhaustion and, as the kids say, doing too much. Um, and confusing endurance with excellence. And I've been a part of that. And it is exhausting. It's extremely exhausting. And then it's like there's a cost for showing up sometimes. And that cost ends up being you. Like your body just shuts down because you're not listening. And it's like, stop, homie, just relax yourself. So, um, this 100 days, mind you, I'm not going to post on the weekends. So, you'll have some reprieve on the weekends. Um, it's not about a restart. It's about, like, this is about a recommitment. Um, a recommitment to showing up consistently without abandoning the process. I hope that makes sense. It makes sense to me. And really, I guess that's what it's all about, because this is about me and what it is that I'm doing. So, I talked about purposeful consistency, and, like, those, like, Marla, you're using like and a lot. Gotta work on that. But purposeful consistency, because it's kind of misunderstood, because I didn't understand it at first, and then I just had to figure out what works for me. And consistency, a lot of times when we hear the word, we're thinking of, oh, you need to post every day, no matter what, grinding even when you're exhausted, proving that discipline through suffering. Yeah, no, I'm tired of doing that. I'm not doing that anymore. For me, in this time of my life, this purposeful consistency, it's going to mean, like, this alignment over getting the accolades, the applause for things. Um, it's choosing, like, being sustainable over, okay, I need to do this at this time and time, and which is kind of like speed, right? And then choosing the clarity over chaos. Because most times it's, we say we want clarity, but we're always mixed up in in the chaos. So this means that I'm going to show up on purpose. Like, even when my energy is low, but I'm not going to override my humanity in order to do this, which is why I said I'm not going to do this on the weekends. I need my rest time. So you're going to get this Monday through Friday, even when I don't want to do it, because I'm trusting the process. Again, this is about me showing up. I'm not going to punish myself or anything that or be mad. Whether this video gets to be 30 minutes or an hour, I'm not even looking at that either. Y'all know how to speed this up. Uh, Put it on 2x mode if you want to hurry it through. You can do that if you want to. And I'm thinking about this especially for those who are educators, leaders, caregivers, like creators, and you fit into one of those wordings, whatever it is you call yourself, because we are always taught to disappear in the work that we do. So, purposeful consistency for me actually means right now I will show up, but I will not disappear. I will show up, but I will not disappear. So, doing this publicly. So, I started around the time I moved back to Memphis. I also started a TikTok channel. And I said I was gonna do it for a long time, and then you had human talk that came up, and it came up during a time that it was perfect for me, because I always said that I wanted to do that, teach something on like a social media platform like that. So it was perfect. Whether or not I agreed with everything that was going on, yeah, but it was good for me, and it's still good for me. But I'm choosing to do this publicly. I mean, because I could have done it quietly, but I'm choosing to do this publicly because I've journaled privately. I've planned offline before. I rebuild behind the scenes. But there's no, like, honestly, I didn't get any power. I knew what I did, and others who were in my corner probably knew what I did, but there's power in when consistency is being witnessed by others. Because I talk about accountability with organizations that I work with all the time, and I need y'all to hold me accountable. This is what this is. This is accountability. This is not a performance. This is witness. You all are my accountability partners. So, as we are navigating burnout, transitions, and grief, and professional uncertainty, especially if you're living in the United States of America, um, faith questions, identity shifts. Like, I want you to be able to come to this space, um, to see what it looks like to show up honestly, without pretending, because I don't have time for that. I'm not gonna do it. Um, and just also pretending that everything is resolved, because I have a lot of unresolved shit that's going on right now in my life. And um I honestly felt like this past year was an absolute failure for me. And that's okay. I'm going to take that, chuck it as a loss, and continue moving forward. Some days are going to be strong. Some days are going to be quiet. Some days I probably might come on here crying. Some days will be reflective. Some days are going to challenge me, going to challenge you, but I am going to be intentional. And I want you to be like that with me too. Okay. I want us to be intentional with everything that it is that we're doing so that we're accountable for everything that it is that we're doing as well. So, what can you expect from me in the next 100 days? I don't know. I don't know. Because this is not how I thought I was going to start out. And again, even though I have my talking points, I started about talking about my dog. And if you had asked me probably 2 years ago, would I have done that? Absolutely not. But here we are. Right? Right. But from here, you're going to hear me talk about my life. So that's educational leadership. That's one. Global learning. Um, Identity, belonging. Because like we don't want to talk about those things, but it's hard to figure out where you belong. Like it's really hard. And I'm talking about this as a black woman that moved back to the United States after living and teaching for US Embassy and American International Schools for almost 10 years. I'm going to be talking about faith, and faith does not have to be religious. Um, we're going to talk about purpose and wealth, something that I need because I need the money because I should have played the lotto, but I didn't. And sustainability. That's what we're going to be talking about. Life shit. That's what we're doing here. We're talking about life. So, are you going to hear personal stories? Hell yeah, because they are lessons learned. They're lessons learned. Um, not not to put everything out there, but for clarity, because people deserve clarity. Like truth should be grounded. Truth is not bad. It's a good thing. So here we are. I am. You're being invited. This is no pressure, but you're being invited to reflect on your own alignment, where you fit in. Okay. So I'm not going to hustle you. Um, this is not about hustle culture. I'm not going to shame, motivate anybody. That's not what this is about. And it's not about urgency. Um, we're gonna be doing some human work, some slow. We're gonna put you in a slow cooker. I'm putting myself in a slow cooker, and we are going to cook because we want to do some lasting stuff. We want it to last. So it's the teacher in me to always leave with some kind of question, some self reflection. And again, it's not just for me, it's for all of us. So, okay, here it goes. And this one I'm going to read straight from my script. Okay? Okay. What would it look like for you to practice purposeful consistency in this season? Again, what would it look like for you to practice purposeful consistency in this season? So, this is not someone else's version of purposeful consistency. This is not my version of purposeful consistency. This is yours. What should you be doing? What do you think it looks like for you? And as we go through these 100 days, my invitation to you is really simple. Really? Like, walk with me, reflect with me, build something steady with me. That's it. Plain and simple. So as the kids do say, like and subscribe, like and subscribe. else. And I can't wait to see you on day 2. So this is day 1, and day 1 is enough. And I'll see y'all tomorrow or whatever the next day is. Y'all be blessed. Thanks.